Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordy, if you don't know me, and today we did a little Edward Scissorhands look without the scissors, sorry, but like if he had a sister or something, but really it's just Edward Scissorhands with lashes. I hope you guys like the video. These sleeves are gonna be an issue. Tuck them in. Up until like 2 minutes ago, I was just going to paint on the scars and try to make them look as 3D as possible. But then I looked over at my other desk and I realized I have some Flesh Effects gel. Have I used this before? Yes. Was it 12 years ago in makeup school? Also, yes. I've got it heating in a bowl of hot water and it looks like it's almost ready to be applied. It's kind of a solid when it's in the bottle and then it melts down to like a soft gel so you can form it into cuts, scars, whatever. So I've got some on my hair clip. It's so hard to see because it's clear. You can see I've got a little blob of gel. Luckily it doesn't have to be perfect because it's a scar. It dries so quickly. You gotta do this like quick. I wish I could do more, but this is just not working out. I think that this gel's kind of gone off a little bit because it's like 2 years old. Ew. All of the little letters on that bottle are coming off and I've got little black flecks all over my hand. That mess is cleaned up. Every time I'm doing a look where I need to cover my brows, I always forget to cover my brows first. Luckily, none of these little blobs are near my brows, so I should be okay. I'm gonna zoom through this pretty quickly because I did show the process in my last video, which I'll link here if you want to see it. Brows are glued down with my glue stick. And now I'm gonna take some powder. This is the Lavender Powder by Fenty. That was hard to say. Lavender Powder by Fenty. And I'm going to, that's too much. I'm gonna powder the brows and I'm gonna powder the invisible little gel blobs. I wish I could have done more, but I think even just these few raised scars will be cool. The one on my nose didn't stick like at all, which is a bummer because I feel like that one's really important. I know you can use latex and spirit gum and whatever. I'm actually gonna use something else to make some little 3D scars. Don't mind the blood. I spilled blood on everything in my SFX kit. Very messy. This is a dermaflage applicator. It has 2 parts of some kind of mixture and then you put this tip on and they mix together as they come out. And then they dry down really hard. This shade is called Inflamed. The scar on his mouth has like a slit down the middle. I don't know if you're really supposed to put this close to your mouth. I've got blood all over my hands. I'm gonna go in with the Dermaflage Behind the Scenes Concealer. It's like a little color correcting palette. And I'm gonna go into the peach and I'm going to color correct my brows a little bit before we start adding our face makeup. Looking cute. These are a little bit sticky, so I'm also going to put some powder on our new scars. I'm kind of feeling like I probably should have just used this in the first place. I think this might work really well. I'm gonna start covering my face in the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation in the shade white. And I'm just gonna start stippling it on with a flat kabuki and bringing it down onto the neck. It looks like I've got nose rings. I mean, I do have one, but it looks like I have 4. When I was doing my brow cover today, I used not very many layers of glue. Usually I end up doing like 6 or 7. I think I only did 3 or 4. And I did it really quickly just because I didn't have the patience for it today. And it turned out better than usual, which is so annoying, but good. I'm glad. I feel like even at this point in the makeup, a lot of people would know where I was going with this. Put a little bit on my ears. They should be covered by the wig, but that's what I said in my last tutorial and my ear kept popping out from behind my wig and it drove me nuts. Next, I'm gonna go into my NYX SFX cream palette in primary and I'm gonna grab this gray and we're gonna start contouring. It's got such gorgeous cheekbones. So just carving out cheekbone and the jawline and a little bit around the forehead. I'm also going to use that cream to do a little nose contour. I'm just doing it how I normally contour my nose. Back into the Lavender Fenty powder. I'm going to set my whole face and neck. Ooh, got a little bit of vertigo there for a second. Even with the peach corrector, my brows are still so blue. I'm all of a sudden feeling a bit sick. Got a little bit like vertigo-y and now I feel really nauseous. That's not so fun. I'm gonna go over my brows one more time with a little bit of peach. Actually, I'm gonna use my finger and get it kind of warmed up because that is gonna bug me. It looks better just like that. And then I'm actually gonna use some white eyeshadow. I'm just gonna cover it that way instead of piling on another cream or liquid. Psh, way better. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Melt Cosmetics Light Medium Contour Powder. I'm so excited to use these in a beauty look. And I'm just gonna use this to darken the contour. It's such a nice, cool toned contour. The gray cream is a good base, and it needs a tiny bit more warmth. I'm also gonna take a small brush and I'm gonna start adding a little bit of shadow around our scars because they do already look raised, but with a few shadows, they're gonna look even better. Bringing it a little bit closer to see what I mean. This one definitely looks cooler than these. I 100% prefer the Dermaflage scars to the 3D gel. If you weren't using any kind of special effects makeup, all you would need to do is replicate this with highlight and contour. So you'd have the lightest in the middle, and then you'd go around it with a bit of a darker shade, and that will give a pretty good illusion that you've got raised scars. Then I'm gonna go into the lavender powder again, and I'm just gonna pop powder on top to soften the shadows we just created, so it's not quite as obvious, a little bit more blended. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm gonna go into the medium dark contour powder from Melt, and I'm gonna use this for the eyes. And for the most part, I'm just going to, for now, just mimic the movie eye makeup. And I think just to make it feminine, I'll probably just add lashes. I was thinking of doing like glam, like doing like maybe a cut crease, adding some eyeliner, but I think this will be cuter. I love this eyeshadow shape. I always feel so cute. Maybe I should just make this like an everyday thing. What do you think? He has like some negative space along the very bottom of his lash line, so I'm gonna use a smaller brush so I can leave that little bit of space. And then blending it down. My eyes are super red. They're so sensitive. They get irritated from like anything. I just tried to dip my brush in my mirror. It didn't work. Love this eye look. And then just taking a little bit of white eyeshadow, because this was all like creasy concealer, and brighten this as well. 10 out of 10 would wear this eye look every day. Just gonna make sure this is like extra blended around the edges. Okay, let's think about what eyelashes to use. Do we go dramatic or something a little cute? Let's sample. Okay, I've got a few different options. You could do a delicate lash. Like it's called Delicate from Likely Makeup. That might be pretty. Or we could do a broken lash. Oh, I think that's the one. I think we'll go with that one. First, I'm gonna put on a little bit of mascara. It's the On the Rise mascara from NYX. And now we shall put on our lash. She's cute. Do we need bottom lashes? That is the question. Definitely not like that. I don't think I want to do bottom lashes. I do want to make this a little bit deeper, just using the same contour shade. A little bit deeper in here as well. All right, now we need a lip color. It looks like his lips are like a deep purple. This is a Deck of Scarlet Matte Velvet Lip Color in Sin, and it's a little bit more purple than what it looks like he's got, and his lips are really only in the center. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of white eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna bring that scar back so we kind of lost it under the lipstick. That's better. I'm so tempted to add a couple of freckles. I think I'll skip it. The lip is a little bit too purple and maybe not quite deep enough. So I'm just gonna go back into the dark contour powder and tone it down a little bit. That is way better. All right, let's costume. Boo. I don't know if I'm really feeling the puff sleeve. Is it cute? I don't know. But other than that, I feel so cute. I've got some little tiny hair clips and I thought it might be a cute way to just change up the hair a little bit. This is actually like an Edward Scissorhands wig. Just a cheap one, it's really bad, but it definitely works. The rest of the costume is just stuff out of my wardrobe. I've had this vest for years. I'm not even sure where it came from. I've just been holding onto it for an Edward Scissorhands look. This is old too, and that's it. I think that this needs a couple little pieces of hair in the front. I'm unsure about the clips. Let's look again without them. I think without, actually. This thing is shedding like crazy. I think the clips were just a little bit too much. This is my finished look. I feel pretty darn cute. I wish I had some scissor hands, but I just didn't want to buy scissor hands that I would only use probably one time. So I'll probably just grab some scissors and maybe take a photo with some scissors. I hope you guys like this video. I hope it was helpful in some way. These hairs are tickling my face. And I hope I see you in the next one.